John Kim, the poor kitten, lives in the outskirt of a famous American city. He lost his lovely parents at an early age, and that made life very difficult for him. He had no food to eat and no money to buy water. So he decided to take up a cleaning job at a farm near his neighborhood. John's main duty was to sweep the droppings of the animals, mainly pigs and donkeys. He loved his job, but the pigs always laughed at him, and the donkeys made the most annoying jokes about his poor life. One day, John decided to leave his cleaning job at the farms and took another garbage job. But John did not take it easy at his new garbage job. People made fun of him, but John had a hope that one day everything will be all right. The girls at the neighborhood disliked John and always laughed at him. John had no choice, even though the mockery was too much for him to handle, coupled with the bad odor coming from the garbage bins. One day, luck shined on poor John. There was a rich man in the community who had observed the humbleness and suffering of poor John. So this wealthy man walked over to John and handed to him a garbage bag. He told John not to open the bag until he gets home. As soon as John reached home, he opened the garbage bag, and to his surprise, the bag was full of bundles of American dollars. John became extremely happy. Poor John has become rich overnight. He bought himself a luxurious car and spent the rest of his money on women. With this reckless spending, you will soon see the end of John.
Sitting in the basement apartment I rented with you, remembering the holiday party we had with the crew. Romeo was roaming the
John became poor again due to his lifestyle.
Saturday was spent in a
Benny and Bompay were very good friends living in a peaceful and lovely neighborhood in Montana. One day, Benny and Bompay went out to play in their uncle's lovely garden under the rays of the beautiful sun. Upon reaching the garden, Benny saw a very beautiful tree and decided to climb to the branches because the leaves were pretty and sweetly scented. All the while, Bompay was watchful on Benny and enjoying her climb of the tree, on which a very big poisonous snake lay unknowingly to Benny. When Benny reached the branches of the tree, she felt a cold touch on her shoulders. She initially thought it was a twig of the branches. She felt the cold touch the second time and decided to look at what it was, and to her horrifying surprise, it was the tail of a venomous snake called the viper. The viper stood on its tail, stretched its neck with its fangs full of poison, ready to bite Benny. As the viper moved to take the bite, Benny jumped from the tree and landed on her arm. Benny was injured, breaking a few bones and bruises. Bompay immediately came to Benny's aid, and he was horrified by the scene and felt pity and worried for her friend's pain. Bompay hurriedly went and looked for a few herbs because his grandma has taught him a few herbs that heals and reduce pain. Bompay found the right herbs and made a poultice. He applied it on Benny's wounds and carried his beautiful friend on his back. They both herded home in peace.